Warning, I am eating in this video.
Hey, it's breakfast and vlogging. Technically it's vlogging, but small detail. And we have our breakfast to go today. It's our usual cafe, but we're in a different space because the actual cafe is super packed. There's nowhere to sit, at least not without interruptions and noise and all kinds of things. So I decided to come upstairs and eat in this area that I frequent a lot. I'm sure you've seen pictures here, maybe even some videos, but yeah. So what are we talking about today? It's a good question. I have so many things that I want to share. I really don't know if I want to make this like a personal vlog, a business vlog, or just general advice. But I think we're going to talk about business. And the reason we're going to talk about business is because there's a lot happening within the adult entertainment industry. For those that don't know, which how can you not, but I guess not everybody watches TMZ, but the owner of OnlyFans has passed away. Leo, who is the majority shareholder of OnlyFans, passed away to cancer. He was 46, 48. He was young. And so the reason why I'm mentioning this is not for the purpose of sharing that he passed. I've been in the industry for 21 years. And having been in the industry for 21 years, I've seen a lot of things happen. I've seen websites come up, change the game, revolutionize content creation, such as OnlyFans. I've seen websites go down. I've seen performers protest. I mean, a lot of things have happened over the course of 21 years. That's 2 decades plus, right? And so what I'm seeing now is panic. And the reason why a lot of people are panicking is because their sole income is based off of just OnlyFans, which is understandable. There's a lot of money to be made there. As I've said before, you should also have other platforms and other means of income in the event that something happens to the OnlyFans platform. Now, the other thing I've also said is you should be collecting emails, you should be creating a community, collecting data, and just funneling away, creating an ecosystem that when one thing isn't working, there's redirection of traffic or your fans know where to go, right? But more importantly, aside from the funnel and aside from putting your eggs in different baskets and all of that, what I really want to talk about is the focus on fan counts. I've done many consultations over the years. And the one thing that is common amongst most of the people that I've done a consultation with is that they are super focused on getting more fans, getting more followers, increasing follower counts, which honestly, we all want more followers. We all want more fans. But I want you to also understand the concept of it really makes no sense to bring in more fans if you haven't developed a strategy for wherever you're bringing these fans to, Instagram, OnlyFans, a website, your booth at Exotica or wherever you're going to be, if you don't have a structure and strategy for what you're going to do once they're there. And the common problem I see with creators isn't that they don't have fans, it's that they're not taking care of the fans that are already there. They're so concerned about marketing and promoting and social media and going live in all these places and being everywhere. And these are very necessary, but at the same time, when you're not focusing more concentration and more attention to your actual experience, the page, the place where your fans are landing, then what you do is you just constantly run the hamster wheel. You're constantly bringing in new fans, but you're not keeping them, because the value for you is in the fan count, not the experience of the fans. Where you make the most money is by making those fans incredibly satisfied, or at least giving them a reason to want to stay. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I recently did a test on one of my clients who lost a bunch of followers, and she panicked. And I said, please, let me use this as an opportunity to show you that you can still make more money with the smaller fan count. And apprehensive, she was very, very apprehensive. She allowed me to do it. And so for the month of March, we doubled her income. We doubled her earnings with that smaller threshold of fans. And she's super flabbergasted, like, oh my God, I thought having more fans. And I said, no, what I did was I provided more value to the fans that are already there. And then I made it more valuable for the fans that are paying, in terms of unlocking PPVs or tipping or participating with games or having their rebill on. When you reward the behaviors that you want to repeat, you're likely to see them repeated over and over and over again. So what happened was the fans started feeling seen. They started feeling valued, and that for them made them want to spend more money. So they started unlocking more PPVs. They started tipping more on posts. They started participating in the games. They showed up for the live. They tipped during the live. So now the focus isn't on more followers, because of course, yes, we want more fans, because the more fans you have, the more you have the potential to make more earnings. But now it's evident that the value for your fans and their experience, when you focus on that, you organically develop more fans, and you keep the ones that you already have. So the retention is higher this month. The earnings is higher this month. The rebill is higher this month. And so now we're redirecting that focus to creating content specifically for those fans, offering exclusivity to those who participate. And so now they're like, ooh, now I have to stay subscribed, because what's next? And I just wanted to talk about that, because social media is very much the same. People are mega focused on having thousands and millions of followers, and it's like, what are you doing with them? And if it's to sell to them, solely to sell to them, that's not really giving them the value or experience. It's why I haven't really posted on my social media or my YouTube channel in so long, because I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to add value to my content anymore, because I didn't know what I was doing. I seriously went through an identity crisis where I was like, I don't know what I want to do, so I don't know what to talk about. In retrospect, I should have shared that with you, because I'm sure there are other creators, business owners, and just people in general who get to a stage in their life where they're just like, what am I doing? And why am I doing it? And what is my perceived or expected outcome? Or what do I hope to accomplish with this? Like, sometimes the vision changes, but you don't realize that you're still in the hamster wheel. And when your goals and your ideas and your energy changes and shifts, sometimes you forget to change the habits to accommodate your new path or journey, you know? And that's what I was doing. I was just continually doing the same thing. Now, why this whole OnlyFans drama is of a concern to me is because I have a business that does model management and content management for my clients. And if they don't have OnlyFans anymore, like if there's anything to happen, of course I'm concerned, but I'm not panicked. Trust me, we've been here before. Things have happened in this industry that, you know, have shook things up. There have been laws in place. Many of them were expected to, you know, kill the game, so to speak. Didn't happen. So rest assured, OnlyFans is a multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar, how many ever crazy millions or billions or whatever. It's a big company. It makes a lot of money. Will there be changes? More than likely, yes. But change is adaptable. Change is not catastrophe. Change is just things that you're going to have to either agree with and adapt or disagree and retreat. But the point of that, to mention that, is that you should have a plan in place, whether it's creating some sort of ecosystem or a funnel system, which I recommend you do regardless of the status of any platform. This is something you should do from day one. Everything that you should do should be intentional to create an ecosystem. How do you do that? You do it by eating bacon. This bacon is so good. Sorry. Oh, I don't know what I would do without bacon. Squirrel. So I'm going to teach you what an ecosystem is, what a funnel is, and how to create one for yourself in a way that helps you sustain outside of just the adult entertainment platform or industry and adult platforms. Because I feel and I've seen the disconnect with a lot of performers who are so stuck in the adult world that they forget that there are ways to create, maintain, and funnel through safer work platforms and content. So definitely stay tuned. I'm about to finish my breakfast because that bacon was delicious. But I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. And if you have any questions, you can just leave them down in the comments. Feel free to follow me on social media, and you can message me if you are interested in getting a consultation or maybe model management. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.